95 KSJ. Tate Stevens, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing fine, man. How are you?
That's Lee Bryce, Shelley's old drinking partner. That's a long story.
It is long.
We may get around to it at some point.
Probably not at this
Isn't that
time.
a great song, though?
Yeah,
I Drive
great,
Your Truck.
Great
Great video,
song.
too.
Yes.
Y'all give it up to Tate Stevens, winner of the X Factor, in studio right now.
Thank
So
you.
excited to have you here. And I was just telling Tate off mic that, the brand new studio, and he's our first performer in the KSJ Performance Studio, sponsored by Dean McCreary. And are you excited about that, or do you think that's
this is cool.
Yeah.
This is awesome. We've been going around visiting radio and doing these things, and it's a lot of fun. So,
How long was the process of the X Factor? I'm trying to get in my mind, at what point last year were you just a guy that was working for your hometown,
right,
to the point we are now? Because I guess it was December that you won.
Yeah, December 20th.
When did it all begin?
It started, the open rounds of auditioning started like the 15th of March.
Okay.
So, a year ago.
It's about a year.
roughly, yeah.
Gosh. I mean, to do what you've done, and our winner who's in the studio, she said she voted for you over and over, and obviously that's what all of America did on X Factor. Everything that you've done in a year, I mean, you've gone from, like Dan said, being just a regular guy to now pretty much on your way to being a super country superstar.
I think I'm still a regular guy. I haven't changed. I just got a really awesome job now. So,
and I remember near the end when you were about to win, I can remember you were just saying simply, they said, what would this mean to you? And you were saying it's just going to give me freedom, so my life now can become what I love.
Yeah. I've done this for a long time. Back in the 90s when I graduated high school, I went on the road. This is all I've ever wanted to do. And I went on the road, just playing music, and I'd play anywhere and everywhere they would have me. I was in Nashville all the time, recording and doing things and trying to make it happen.
Okay.
And it never did. We had some minor success on an independent label, but it was just nothing ever stuck and nothing ever really worked. So 99, I moved home. I went back home and got a real job, as they say.
In Missouri, right?
Yeah, back to Missouri, and to raise my family. My son was about 3 years old.
Aww.
And, I was gone. We were gone about 250 days a year when we were out doing it. And
Wow.
we were just trying to make it work. And, I got a real job doing, odd construction jobs, and I finally, about 10 years ago, landed a job with the city where I grew up in Belton.
So at that time, you were done with country music and being a singer, right? Or
no, I still played. I still played. I can't. You just can't quit.
I understand.
So I'm not a quitter.
Awesome,
But,
I love that.
It's a good thing you're not a quitter.
Obviously, you're not. Yeah.
But I, played on the weekends and having fun with it. It was more of a hobby.
Right.
And,
okay.
So the X Factor thing, I would have never done. But my wife and kids, it came to Kansas City, and they were like, "Why don't you go try out?"
Wow.
I'm not going to do that. Because it's just not me. I would never. I'm not a reality person. I'm as normal as you get. I mean, I'm just kind of an everyday guy.
That's funny.
You seem like that. We like that.
I'm not a reality person. I'm normal. That's funny. Because on those shows, it's supposed to be about reality, and so often it's not.
Well,
but I think one of the things about you that was so disarming during that process was you were you the whole time, and I think that was what part of what America loved.
I think so too.
It's just real, being a real person. It's not, if you make things up and you try to be something you're not, people see through it. And I was me, and I can't do anything else but be me.
When Shelby applied for this job, she told us that at one time she was the Princess of Monaco. And we looked it up, and it was completely false.
I'm still standing by that. Zip it.
Yeah.
Hey, what is the worst thing about winning $5 million?
I don't know.
Haven't come across it yet. Huh?
You have to give some to Uncle Sam, don't you?
Yeah, oh, well, you get a lot.
I think that'd be the worst thing for me.
Yeah.
But,
I think it'd be my cousin from Sheboygan calling suddenly that I'd never met before.
Yeah.
Well. I mean, for such a humble guy, what was the first thing that you did, though? With some of that money, did you get your wife a new car?
I did. I bought my wife a new car.
Good.
And I figured
she deserves it.
Yeah. No. Because her and the kids. Going back to me even being on the show, her and the kids really pushed me to do it. And I didn't want to do it. I really didn't, and I would have never done it. And but they were like, you got to do it. You know, I'm like, no, I'm not going to. And they were like, well, too bad we've already signed you up. You have to be there. Yeah, no, really. And they said, you have to be there on this day. And I said, well, I'm not going to do it because we've watched the Idols and we watched X Factor the first year it was on. And I said, there's like 20,000 people standing out there. there's no way. I'm going to go stand in all those people. And she was like, I'll go with you. I'll stand with you.
Wow.
Great story.
What a great gal.
Well, I'll tell you what we want to do is we want you to play a couple of times on a new performance stage.
Yeah.
We'll allow you to do that. We're also going to spin your brand new single.
Yeah, Power of a Love Song.
Powerful Love
That
Song.
is a powerful
really
song.
good.
My gosh.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Going to do all that coming up. So y'all just hang in there with Tate Stevens from the X Factor, not from the winner
Yes.
of the X Factor.
Yes.
He'll perform with us next on KSJ.